This is Point Lookout Camp, and these are some of my visible friends. Okay. Can you do your rebel yell for us?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm Tiffy Dolby. I'm here.
Virginia magazine, and it had his name and everything.
Wait, can I ask you a few questions?
You know, she had told him when I found that concrete.
Have you ever owned a slave?
No, ma'am, I've never owned a slave. As far as I know, my granddaddy, my great-granddaddy never owned a slave. A lot of people say slavery is what this war is all about. Only people I know who own any slaves around me are rich people. I'm not going to send a place like this so some rich man can own a slave, and I don't think most of my friends would.
I don't know if it burned. You know, I don't know.
What is this war about then?
His brother did not have a pension record.
You really want to know what I think it's about?
It's kind of funny because
I think it's about crooked politicians and money.
that's John.
I think
Turquoise is William.
all it's about is
William was
old Abe Lincoln wants our tax money, wants to tell us what to
John's
do,
war record.
and he's scared that he ain't going to get the opportunity to do it if we
having
win the
blonde
war.
hair, blue eyes, and being fair-skinned.
Delicious. What we rat for dinner? No, really, Cassandra, it's real. And there's a little eyeball right there. Oh, wait, can I see? Here's my little hoop skirt. Hi, Cassandra.
Wait a second. Okay.
Here's my little hoop skirt. Megan Poopy. But they really ate a rat. Help me. I just tried to eat their food. And it wasn't that good anyway. But
He's starting to enjoy it.
what's on the, do you know what's on the other side of the fence?
Well, I did have the misfortune of happening to look out there one day. See, we're not allowed past the dead line, which is about 10 foot inside the prison. The guard wasn't looking one day, and I happened to run across the dead line and look through this knot hole. And on the outside of this knot hole, I saw acres upon acres of coffins and dead bodies laid across, being buried out there. It's the most shocking scene I had ever seen in my entire life. And I don't wish that upon anybody.
Bernie.
Well, looky here. It's a dead, bloated body here at Point Lookout Prisoner War Camp.
On your bed.
On my bed, in fact.
Okay. It's you. He's not dead yet.
Have you ever been out on a beach when it's wind's blowing,
No.
snow, it's ice, and you don't have a blanket? I've got shoes. A lot of the guys here don't have shoes. It's very cold.
I can't even say that. Oh, days off.
Right here, a couple of days. Mosquitoes don't eat them up there.
Does it smell yet?
Not yet. Ain't nobody busted them open yet. When he busts open, they'll run everybody off.
You find many fat, bloated bodies around here.
One of our camp members usually take them out, throw them in a big pit.
All right.
You know, you think just because I'm small doesn't mean that I'm not strong or anything. I am so strong, I can pick up that.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
What is that thing, you youngins?
Well, no, I'm showing how strong I am. Like this go to school.
What do you do with that thing?
They put it around your leg so you can't go anywhere. Probably be hard to swim with that on your leg to go to Virginia.
Where's Virginia?
That's how strong I am. It's right across the bay there. Booyah! Okay.
Let me get it out. It's so hard, it would break your tooth if you tried to chew it. And my ancestor that was here said in 1865 in April that they were getting 7 of these a day every morning. That was their food that they got for all day. and all the water that he could drink by going out into the Chesapeake Bay back here and filling up his canteen. And that water wasn't good, it wasn't tasty, it was brackish, which meant it had salt in it. And then on a holiday, they might get an extra 1 or 2 of these. Well, that's all they had to eat, and these were so hard, about the only use for this thing is if you got a hole in your shoe, you might put it in your shoe to cover up the hole now.
That's a good idea.
See? But no, they didn't have very much to eat, honey. And they just didn't have any rations given to them at all. They had cut them back to nothing. So that's why we had so many men. You're not going to eat that, are you? No. Why they had so many men starved to death here. I have a 17-year-old great-great-uncle whose name was Peter Darden, and on his death certificate it says starvation. So he was starved to death here, and his daddy came from North Carolina, and they dug up his body and wrapped it up in canvas, and he put it on a wagon and hauled it back to North Carolina and buried him in the cemetery at home. And that's a sad story. I have another younger ancestor that was a prisoner here who was only 15. His name was Benjamin Watkins. And he came in here sick in April, being captured at Sailor's Creek. And when he came in here, he must have had a fever, and the more of that water he drank out of those canteens from this dirty, nasty water in these wells here, the worse dysentery he got to where he died on May the 20th, 1865, for his 16th birthday. And so he was only 15, and he's buried up at the cemetery where we were today for the memorial service. So I had 2 to die here and 2 to leave here that went back home. But my Uncle Julius Franklin Howell was, I guess, the most famous one in the family that survived here, because he lived to be 102. He didn't die until 1948, and he was quite a character. And he went all around the country giving programs on getting the people to be back together, the unification of the United States, and forgiving the Yankees for what they had done to us. So he worked hard at that. And he was in the Confederate Veterans Association, was elected the commander-in-chief of the Confederate Veterans in 1940. And just before he died on his 102nd birthday, he said there was only 13 Confederate soldiers left. And he was the last Confederate cavalryman left in the whole Confederate cavalry, which is just unbelievable. They know that Uncle Julius was the last cavalryman to survive to the end. So that's the story about some of my people that we're here at Point Lookout. And you certainly are a pretty young lady dressed up here today. Pretty outfit. It's been a jughead. Him's a theft.
Aren't you a little young for drinking? What if it's in there?
Gertie. Wife said Gertie.
Finally, a little extra. $5, cough it up.
You talking about David Norris? What about him?
It don't mind him. He's not here. He's in the fire.
Drunk. Where'd you get something to drink around here?
At the store. I traded him my canteen.
Before contact.
What'd they give you to drink?
Whiskey.
Was it any
What
good?
brand?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
What brand?
It's amazing.
What brand?
It was that store name brand.
We were up at the
Ah, I think I gotta head over
It
there.
wasn't called Pop Skull, was it?
That's Chris's rock candy over there.
I don't know.
The first thing I did was
Yeah, you call me rock candy?
the archaeological field school on the first hour.
Good luck, better days to you.
More than sumac, which is one of every damn tree we have.
Don't try it.
Hurry out here, Lord.
Hey, do you think my language works so in the barrel though?
Sit back out and drank a whole barrel.
Who's this friend of yours here?
Oh, this is old Dog Eater here. He got caught last week. He got the sergeant major's wife's white poodle, French poodle. He was running around here loose. She was out walking him over around the fort yonder, and he got in here somehow under the fence, and he caught him and beat the heck out of him with a stick and brought him over here, and we just started skinning him and roasting him alive there on the fire. And Sergeant Major, he was out looking for that dog, and a couple of the guards come along, seen what was going on, and they just took him off. And this is how he come back with us.
Do they do this to people very often around here?
Sometimes they do, sometimes it's even worse.
Thank you.
I forgot. Did you really eat that whole entire dog? What do you think? It tasted like chicken. Pretty fat. Will somebody beat her with a stick?
No, we got that on recording. We don't need that.
That's all. You better edit it. Bye!